So, one thing I've been noticing about myself, I'm going to do a quick video here, is I've been noticing that while I'm a lot more myself than I have been in a long time, like, I'm who I am, which is pretty awesome. But old mannerisms seem to die hard, meaning when you spend so much time watching out for your words around other people and your actions, it's hard to break some of the old habits, and it's also difficult to break some of the apprehensions, you know what I mean? When you've been programmed for so long to respond a certain way, to handle a situation this way versus that way, it kind of bleeds into how you interact with others. And I'm catching myself on it, and thankfully I've got somebody that's catching me too. And it's good to have a friend you can talk to, like somebody you can really, really talk to. I'm not gonna worry about that. But I'm happier without family. I'm finding that about myself is I'm happier as a person without family to interact with. I think that says a lot. That's just my opinion on this one. It's one of those where I love family. On some level, I know they love me, but not in the way I love them. Our measures of communication are lapsed. One of us is up and down. I don't want any more of that. I don't like the judgment. I've been forced into a difficult life, and then I'm judged for how I react to it and how I've adapted and all of that. And then I'm not believed. It's funny, there are certain things that people never believed about me. And now that they're coming true, it's like, oh, you weren't lying. So, but certain mannerisms and certain traumas and all of that, they don't leave easily. Like, old habits die hard. And so I'm dealing with that. I'm dealing with programmed responses and things I've used to survive, or to at least adapt. Because I need to recharge my batteries, and I need to be productive. When I'm not doing stuff, it kills me. But I've got to rewrite my entire book, the book of my life. Almost the entirety of it. But at least I have a benchmark to work from. And I'm grateful for the people around me. I'm grateful for this environment. The world's a pretty messed up place right now. And I'm glad to be away from the criticism and judgment and presumption. I don't want to see family ever again. My father, he was a father, meaning he was definitely not a deadbeat dad. He was just absentee. And my adult skills, all of the adult things that I learned on the fly when I was kicked out at 18 for asking, hey, I want to shop colleges. And then he skipped corners again and decided I wasn't worth the risk. I mean, he could say whatever the hell he wants to, but long story short, he considers me a bad bet. And you know, that's a hard thing to deal with. It's a hard thing to wrap your head around. Same thing with my mother. It's just I find that people who are family, like blood related, they take privileges that they shouldn't. Like in my family, or at least in my experience, people will, it's like depositing into a bank. Oh, I did this good thing for you. I did that good thing. I did that good thing. So that makes up for the bad behavior over here, the blatantly bad behavior. And I don't think emotions or interactions should be a bank. I don't think one good thing should make up for a bad thing. And it's just a regular disregard. Like right now, the family members that I wouldn't mind keeping in touch with, they were gaslit. They were told misinformation. And my family's always had an opinion. And what's funny is, my Uncle Tim, they say I resemble him in every way, shape, and form. Like my face to freaking the MS to the autism. They didn't even know he was autistic. And what they had to go by were the word of other people that were screwing my uncle over. My brother, Kevin Kaysberg, he seriously screwed me and caused financial harm. I just needed to get a fuel pump for my truck, the truck I loved, and he decided, no, you're going to be either, you'll fix it and you'll live in it, or you'll sign it over to me and I'll sell it for half what it's worth to a friend of a friend who already owns two extremes. And then my brother Kevin, half-brother, he went on to open up Titan Diesel Sports in Arizona. He worked on cars regularly. His diesel truck was the 19th fastest in the nation. And he wouldn't help me do a fuel pump. He forced me into an ultimatum that caused financial hardship for years. Because I could have just been paying, liability only on a beautiful truck and, one that I can take care of, and I was taking care of for the most part. As best I knew how. Nobody educated me on taking care of cars. I was getting regular oil changes every 3,000. And I only put premium in there because it was a V6 Vortec engine. Hypertech 3 power programmer. But spilled milk. And you know what's funny though? Before now, I would have said no to owning one of those trucks again. And now, I think I might actually go find one, and if I do, I'm going to have the entire transmission redone, rebuilt, the entire engine rebuilt, the drivetrain either replaced or rebuilt, because people who have these trucks, they drive them to hell. Especially when they get them for, like I actually ran into the kid that ended up getting my truck. I told him the story and he's just, people don't do the right thing. Because, selfish interests. In fact, that's what I've been dealing with too, is on TikTok there's been a lot of betas. And betas, they have this opinion about themselves that, you know how that goes. Anyway, I'm going to get into this meeting. So, I'll stay safe. I'll take care. I'll catch you around.